There we go. That should have done that. So, welcome to Bloodborne, everyone. Trying to remember where we got up to in Bloodborne. What was the last thing we did? We were in the Nightmare of Mensis, weren't we? And we had dropped a brain down to the ground, which we need to find and defeat. A giant brain which was causing... Oh, what's that effect called? The one that causes bloody spikes to appear out of your body and eventually you take a load of damage. Frenzy, isn't it? But there was also a boss in that area that we hadn't... separate to the brain, there was another boss that we still haven't fought either. So I think that was the last thing we were doing. I remember right at the end of last stream, I fought a bunch of winter lanterns and got a load of loot. So, let's get into it. I think I can upgrade one of my weapons, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. Why can I not upgrade this? Not enough souls. Or blood echoes, rather. That's easily remedied. For those that aren't familiar, I'm Robert. This is the El Magnifico Games channel, and I'm a variety streamer and VTuber, as you can see. My VTuber is actually called Philby. So there's 3 different names I've just thrown at you. My real name, Robert. The channel associated name, El Magnifico, and Philby the VTuber. I stream all sorts of games, old and new. Currently, I've got a playthrough of Bloodborne, as you can see, on the go. I've also got a playthrough of Dark Souls 2 on the go, and a playthrough of the Talos Principle 2 on the go, and I'm also doing It Takes Two with Pikachu. A lot of 2s there. Let's grab ourselves some bullets. Oh, I remember the last thing we were doing. Because I was just thinking that... isn't that odd that I have almost no silver bullets? No, I remember. The last thing we did was we completed Eileen the Crow's quest. Up in the church ward where we fought Amelia. So that was the last thing we did. I remember now. What I think I'm going to do is, as a bit of a warm-up and also to help us recover some lost resources, I'm probably going to do a quick farming run with the pigs. Get that over and done with. That should net us enough blood echoes that I can buy loads of blood vials and silver bullets, and then perhaps we'll try one of the 2 boss fights. Also, lovely to see you, Avon, if I haven't said that already. Oh dear. I don't think I meant to go that far. Oh dear. I'm playing badly. Oh my goodness, keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, that wasn't a great start, but at least it's only a farming run, so... It doesn't really matter that I've lost 2 blood vials for no good reason. How is everybody today? Here. Just waiting for the lift to come down. Oh, thank you for the follow, Walltop. I do appreciate it. Continuing to survive. Glad to hear it. I hope things aren't too bad. Rightio. Is this the right way? Yes, it is, but there was actually a much faster way I could have done this, now I think about it. I went to the wrong lamp, but it's fine. I am lucky to be alive. And yes, that is a dog with a bird's head, if you were wondering. And these are indeed birds with dog heads. These are the things you get used to when you're exploring the world of Bloodborne. Ah, this next bit I've made harder by not doing it quicker. I could have separated the enemies much better. Ow, dead. Sorry. I did a very poor job there, but it's fine. Just being rusty. It's always the case when I begin, when I start a Souls-like stream, I'm a bit rusty. Let me go to the lantern that I meant to go to. Murgo's Loft Middle. I believe that's the one. So I think what we'll do is we'll try and do this farming run properly, and then I will probably hunt down the brain first. I'm not comfortable with the fact that there's a brain, a giant eldritch brain that's just lying somewhere doing goodness knows what. Oh my goodness. I mucked up. We should have this now. We do, indeed. Right, now you'll be able to see what I meant about how I mucked up earlier. Here, I should have ambushed these enemies. Because if you ambush them now, then you're not fighting them at the same time as the enemy up there. And as you can see, that enemy's eyes are glowing. That means it's got my blood echoes. So once I defeat them, I'll get all the blood echoes back that I lost. Where did you go? Are you down there? You are. Good, good, good. So we're already doing quite well for blood echoes. We're up to 20,000 already. Incidentally, that baby crying, it's been there for a while and it is not a good sign. It is not a good sign at all. I think that's some sort of eldritch god that's being born, and its cries can be heard across the planes of existence. Oh dear, I didn't get the visceral there. Never mind. We managed it anyway. Right, the next bit I've never managed to quite get right. You can just fight the pigs normally, and that works, but I've been told it works better if you get these two groups to meet up, because apparently they'll fight each other. Like so. Apparently it's a much quicker way to dispatch these enemies. There we go. Ow, that hurt. And I'm dead. Mucked it up. Alright, I think next time we do the farming run in just a second, I may actually forego the monster infighting. I had been told that it's a very efficient way of doing the farming here, and that that's what most people do, but that may all be true, but I don't seem to be very good at it. I think I'm better off just doing it all manually. It doesn't take that long. There we go. Right, let's keep going. Right, again, we want to ambush these two enemies. That hurt. Good. Hey Tato, it's lovely to see you. How are you doing tonight? Excellent, excellent. Right, sneak up here, if we can. There we go, we've got the visceral. Right, now I just need to separate them. I want to aggro one, but not both. Right, it's seen me. That should have done that. Come on. You know you want to attack. Okay. There we go. This one's seen me. Ow! I thought I'd got away safely there. Apparently not. Oh dear. I may have got myself into a spot of bother. Okay, we're alive. Job done. That's one of them down. You don't know? I'm sorry to hear that. Am I dead? I'm dead. I apologise. Not such a great day? I mean, you don't have to answer if you'd rather not. Maybe a few weeks. Oh, not such a great few weeks. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do? I'm guessing not, but... Nah, it's fine. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I know how it is. Well, I don't know your specific circumstances, but I know more generally what it's like to not be having such a great time. Good, 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 good. Poor thing. Alright, one of them's seen me. Got a bad feeling they both may have done. I think they have. Ow. What an interesting predicament we find ourselves in. I think the other one's backed off. Good. We're doing this. Excellent, excellent. Right, now we need to aggro these enemies one at a time. So it's not going to go well if I try and attack them all at once. And it certainly wouldn't. Come on, keep going. Alright, or don't. Oh, the one I injured the first time must be the last one left. Oh, it is. Well, there you go. That went very, very well. Rarely do we get through that section so quickly and without taking damage either. I think that may be our most successful attempt at that specific section. Right, I think there's a few enemies down here if I'm not mistaken, and then we're ready to go back and work out what we're going to do next. I thought there was at least one enemy down here. Possibly two. Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen such incompetence? Dunno, man. I used to work for a cable company, so there's a lot of times I asked that. I think I may have missed the context for that, I'm sorry to say. Okay. Didn't expect to see that. Yeah, it's down here, isn't it? Oh, have you ever seen such incompetence? I see. You weren't overly impressed with your colleagues then? Just trying to find the lamp so we can go back to the Hunter's Dream and cash in all these blood echoes. There we go. Then we'll go for the brain, I think. We were a body mill, most people. Is that a job where they get through a lot of people, like they hire people and then they leave not long after? We're not the brightest bulbs in the package. I see. Oh, that is what it is. Let's just go with, I don't know, 100. That looks pretty good. That's some pretty good numbers. Won't be running out of... Well, I probably will run out of blood vials before the end of this stream, because I get through them at a shocking rate. But... Actually, do you know what? I might even go for the other lamp, thinking about it. Because I don't know where the brain is. That's the thing. So I'm thinking I re-explore the entire complex. But of course this time a lot of the more difficult enemies will have already been defeated because they don't respawn, like the hunter on the bridge. I'm thinking, because I have a vague sense that because gravity is down, the brain must have gone down, so it's probably in the lower levels rather than the upper levels. But beyond, and I think it's probably near the spider room where we fought the spiders. Again, just based on the topology of the place. But more specifically than that, I don't know. I just have a vague sense that it's probably near the ground floor and probably near the spiders. So I'm thinking we like start this area again and just work our way through slowly and methodically till we find the brain. That's my thinking. So the brain was over there somewhere, I seem to recall. And it was causing frenzy on us whenever we poked our head out. You can see that's not happening anymore. We're not getting frenzied because the brain's no longer in the same place. Ow. Not a great start. Ow. I think they've got me. Yep, they got me. I did a very poor job there. It's fine, I've barely lost anything. I'd almost no blood echoes on me as it was. And those that I did lose will just be on the ground right next to where we spawn. It's fine. Where did they go, actually? They should have been over here, I thought. Oh, there they are. Right. You were the one that attacked us last time. I think the other one's heard us, or seen us. Oh no, they haven't. Good. Oh, I forgot about these ones. The little worm-like creatures that come out of them. Good. That job's a good one. No! That would have gone very differently had I actually hit that. Oh my goodness. That heavy attack. I wasn't expecting to be struggling so much right at the start. And to think, I did this before with a frenzy effect constantly on me as well. Whew. Alright, let's keep going. Try it again. Come on, come get me. There we go. That's what I was going for, the parry riposte. And same with you if I can help it. No! No! Oh my goodness. Speaking of incompetence, I'll get this. I will get this. This is just a bit of rust. So it won't be long before I defeat them both, and then we probably won't get held up again. Right, come get me. Come on, here I am. Ow. Got it. Not very elegantly done, but I did manage it. Ow. There we go. That's both of them dealt with. Right. Let's keep going. So there's one more over here. Wait. Didn't they drop? The little enemies didn't drop out of them. It looks like if you finish them off with a visceral attack, the little enemies don't spawn. I did not know that. That's very interesting. The little worm-like entities that usually fall out of them. Good. There we go. Right, let's keep going, shall we? Right, so this next area is fun. We're going to have lots of boulders thrown at us. And I have to basically try and sneak up on the... I'm surprised they haven't seen us yet. Sneak up on the relevant enemies and take them out. I'm amazed they haven't seen us. I mean, okay. This is pretty incredible. Job done. Let's keep going. There's two more up there, but I think there's one round this corner as well. From what I recall. Yeah. Hey Pikachu, lovely to see you. I thought so. The invincibility frame should have protected us from that boulder, but they didn't. Okay, never mind. I thought they were going to. Right, let's run up here. We are enjoying the Nightmare of Mensis. So I've dropped the brain to the ground, but I don't know where it is. I believe that because gravity goes down, I believe it's probably near the ground floor. It's probably quite low down. And I seem to remember figuring out that in an area close to the brain room was overlooking the spider room. So what I'm looking for the brain, and my prediction is it's low down near the spider room. So I'm just like slowly making my way back in, doing everything again methodically in the hopes that I find a brain. Gravity goes down, yes. That's the general rule. Oh, sorry, you were asking, are we enjoying the Nightmare of Mensis? Is this alright, as nightmares go? I've certainly had worse nightmares. Morning, Peaks. Sometimes you have to go up to go down. Interesting. Yeah, that is my concern, that there may be some non-Euclideanness going on here. But we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that once it becomes clear it's a problem, if it does. We'll worry about that in the future. Really? You're not attacking? Ow, you got me. The Spiddler got me. Oh dear. Here we go, all the spiders are released. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Oh, this is fine. Uh-oh. When I say the wrong way, ow, I want to take out the little ones before I have to deal with the big one. There is a problem, they may be pushing me towards the brain here. Right? I may have missed the context for that right, I'm afraid. This is going to be a problem. Back off. No, I'm dead. I didn't back off in time. What I should have done is run past the spiders, gone to the left, back into the area where you can access the bridge over top, because then the little spiders would have attacked me in there and I'd have been able to jump out. There would have been two exits. Excuse me. There'd have been two exits I could have used to get to the big spider, which would have meant that it couldn't have done what it did there, which was just camp the only way in or out that I had. Of course, you could argue that I didn't have to, hang on. I'm dying. I am actually going to die here. Oh dear. Okay, we're recovering. No! Don't! Oh, you targeted the wrong enemy. There was an enemy right in my face, and you thought that maggot in the distance was a better target. Oh my goodness. Hey, did you have fun with It Takes Two earlier? We did. Well, I did. I suppose I can't speak for Pikachu. I certainly did. It's good. There were a few moments where I was a bit disappointed with myself. I felt like I should have solved things a bit quicker. But no, it was good. Of course, the advantage of doing a puzzle game with another player is you don't have to solve everything yourself. How are you, Fur, anyway? Goodness me, I've let myself get through blood vials quickly, haven't I? I'm good. You? I'm surviving. But thank you for asking. Thank you so much for the follow. Isaac, all edit. Sorry, my brain took a minute there. Thank you for the follow, Isaac, all edit. I do appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Oh my goodness. Sorry, not doing a very good job here, am I? Maybe I'll run past those enemies this time and just go... Maybe even go past the Spidlers. I know the brain isn't there. The only thing that's making... So the reason I had been progressing slowly is because I didn't know where the brain was. So I don't know that, as it were, I don't know that the brain isn't around every next corner. So it makes sense to progress slowly and methodically. But now I know that the brain doesn't appear to be out here. There's no reason I shouldn't be running past all this. The other thing that was making me want to make me kill all the enemies out there a bit was just not wanting to lose blood echoes. But I mean, that's the game, isn't it? It's not like I'm short of blood echoes, and if I wanted to do farming, I could do farming. So... unfortunately, your partner, me, is as sharp as a spoon. No, that's not true at all. You're really quite bright. No problem. The game is so hard. I just started playing yesterday. Oh, you've just started Bloodborne. I would say it's a trickier one. Have you played any other Souls-likes before? If you don't mind my asking. Don't mind my asking, sorry. Magnifico's having a blast, as you can see. Indeed. Trying, but I've spent like 3 hours on the first level. What do you mean by the first level? Ah! Ah! It's quite a learning curve. This is my first. I played a little DMC, if that counts. DMC. Devil May Cry? Like the very first boss. I take it you don't mean the tutorial boss. Oh, they're not technically a boss, are you? On the bridge, then. The cleric? Cleric beast? I don't know if it's possible to encounter another boss before then, because the game's a bit non-linear. Right, let's not make the same mistake as before. We run this way this time. Yes, the bridge, I see. Oh my goodness. No! They've nearly got me. Okay, I survived. And they've nearly got me again. You can see I'm out of practice after just a few days. This is part of the reason why I intend ultimately to go back to having 2 games on the go other than collaborations each week, so that I'm getting less of a break between each session, so there's less rust to deal with. You should be able to grind for levels now, but I've watched some tutorials going to give it a go later. Keep at it, you'll kick that cleric beast off its perch in no time. Ow. Not a good start. Oh my goodness, not a good continuation either. I remember this enemy being a right nuisance. Did you see that? What it just tried to pull? There we go. Job done. Oh, quite the steep cost, but still. Right, let's carry on looking for this brain. My prediction is the brain's going to be around here. I wasn't 100% certain it wouldn't be on the bridge, but it doesn't appear to be. So the next room's the most likely place. Bloodborne is one of the harder Souls-like in my opinion. It'll take some time to get used to it, but it is very much worth it. If you stream it, I'll pop in and be a cheerleader. Such a kind soul you are, Pikachu. I mean, if you manage to set up a stream before I finish here tonight, I might raid you. Oh, here we go. I promise not to troll. Hello there. Uh-oh. Ah! Ow! Back off. Too much. What's too much? Ah! Oh, troll too much. I follow you. Ah! Uh-oh. I'm nearly out of blood vials, which isn't a good sign. Well, there's some good news. I believe we have made it up to the lift. Where was it? Over here, I think. No? Somewhere around here. My point being that I don't have to... Over here. So next, when I can say that this part of the Nightmare of Mensis appears to have been cleared now. I don't have to... I can always take the lift back if I want to... if I die, then I can take the lift back instead of having to do all of that again. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm still yet to go live myself. Well, keep in mind, this is a sort of endgame area, so be wary of spoilers. That's a good point. Oh, there's a lift there. I don't remember seeing that before. It's possible that's just another shortcut I unlocked a while ago. I guess that's the most likely explanation, but I don't remember it. Have you tried all the little lifts? I'm wondering that. I don't remember that lift being there before. The only lifts I think I've tried are the shortcuts. You know, where you'd be in area A, you'd reach area B, you'd get in the lift, and then it takes you back to area A. I thought that's all I'd done. I don't remember that lift. And if there's other lifts in the area, where is that noise coming from? If there's other lifts in the area I haven't seen, then I haven't tried those either. Oh, I'm very low on blood vials right now. Concerningly low. Ow. Out of blood vials. Ooh. I wasn't expecting to get a visceral from that angle. Looks like you don't have to be all that directly behind them, which is nice. Right, this area is cleared. Ooh. I think this is the lift I originally took out of here. Pretty sure it is. It's alright, I've watched a lot of people play it. Low on blood vials, just don't get hurt. Thank you, Pikachu. Very helpful advice, very, very insightful. Where does this go? I don't remember seeing this one before. This is new. This is going to take me to the brain, isn't it? And I have no blood vials. Hopefully I can go back up. What? Well, I can see that there's messages there, so there's clearly an invisible floor. Indeed there is. Time for rolling. You must accept night. Isn't this an interesting space? Well, the good news is I know where I'm going now. But I had best pop back to the lantern just so I can get my blood vials back. But next time I can probably just run here. Since as I say, I know exactly where I'm going now. Always happy to help. Aren't I lucky to have you? It's okay. Oh, you can go there. It's okay. Oh, you mean... well, I think what you mean is I don't have to go back for blood vials, but don't be afraid. But I'm most of the way back already, so... Right, quickly replenish my blood vials. One thing that I'm not such a fan of is that in Bloodborne, unlike the Dark Souls games, there's no equivalent to just sitting at a bonfire. I have to go through 2 loading screens to get my blood vials back and be in the same place I was. Which is a little annoying. It'll be fine. I'm fairly certain there's an angry brain down there. I just realised that brain was kind of unlucky that it not only obviously fell to the ground floor, but happened to fall in the part of that room which didn't have any floor and just kept going. Just kept going down. That was unlucky. Alright, run past you. There's an enemy round here. Run past you. There we go, that went perfectly. Goodbye! May as well turn my little hand lantern on while we're here. Boop! Right, what am I dealing with here? I should read the messages carefully. Oh, there was a message behind it, but it's gone. Okay. Are these the same messages as before? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, whatever message was behind is gone. Time for counters. Counters? What is that? That's the brain. Time for rituals, and you must accept physical attack. Is this the brain? It's not causing frenzy on me. Is it friendly? It's not attacking me. Like Rom, it's just sitting there. A lot of eyes. Treat contact with care. Do you mean if I touch it, I'm in trouble? Seems alright. Seems fine. That player that wrote the message must have logged off. Oh, I see. So you only see messages from logged in players. I mean, if this was real life, I would be tempted not to attack something that hasn't attacked me. It seems somewhat cruel, but I'm assuming I'm supposed to be attacking here, right? I don't even get lock on though. All indicators are this isn't an enemy. Maybe Fur... Oh, communicate with it. Maybe Fur is right. It's kind of cute, isn't it? Communicate with it. Interesting idea. Well, I can't speak to it. Hunter's salutation. Make contact. Fun fact, did you know if you rate the messages, the author gets a free heal? I did not. How does that work? What, just wherever they're standing they get healed? Can I communicate with this charming fellow? Charming lady or fellow? Yeah, you can. Maybe try that one again. What, pray? And just give it a moment to think. No. Contact? Hang on, which way would I have been walking from? I've been walking from over here. So this is its front, as to the extent that we can discern it. Make contact, sorry. I don't know why that took me so long. Not pray. I mean, I'm doing it right in front of a big old eye. What if I do it right in front of the hand? I'm not sure what to say. It doesn't seem to be working. It takes time. Okay. Okay. We can wait. What are people having for dinner then, while we wait? Or, I suppose, depending upon your time of day, lunch or breakfast. And patience. It just occurred to me, you could be trolling me, Pikachu, after that comment earlier about I won't troll too much. Oh! I see. I wasn't expecting that. We wave our arms around, I see. Is that everything here? Do I just leave now? Moon. More echoes from slain enemies. I don't see a big advantage to having 2 copies of the same rune though. Troll? Me? I'm having breakfast of a fried egg over rice with kimchi. I see. Did you make the kimchi yourself? You should show no mercy. Why? Is that right? Do I attack now? Is that the general vibe? What do we think, chat? Do I attack? I suppose I attack. Alrighty, wish me luck. It is a 3+ moon rune, so better than the previous one. Oh, +3 moon rune. How would I know that? Revenge. It didn't seem to care. There we go. Oh, this doesn't feel good. It can't defend itself. Poor thing. I mean, to be fair, it did kill us over and over again earlier in the game. But this isn't much of a boss fight. Why did they say time for rolling? I wonder. I was making the whole area frenzied. Living Sting. Goodness. Time for a ritual and you must accept physical attacks. Okay. Oh look, that message behind's reappeared. Or it might be a new one. Time for yourselves. Interesting. It's a captive. If you look at it, it has chains. It's a captive. So I just executed a prisoner for no reason, is what you're saying. What was it called? Living Sting? Maybe I went past it. Ah, living sting. Special material used in Holy Chalice ritual. The immense brain that Mensis retrieved from the nightmare was indeed lined with eyes on the inside, but they were of an evil sort, and the brain itself was terribly rotten. But even still, it was a legitimate great one, and left a relic, a living relic at that, which is a precious thing indeed. So we just slew a great one? I mean, it wasn't a very legitimate slaying, in the sense that it was a defensive captive, but still. Chalice item, on material, I guess. I think you've done it a service. I see. I wonder if it sees it that way, though. Oh. Did you see that? They saw me as they were turning away. Wait, was that frenzy I was starting to build up? No, it was probably bleed. Right. Let's pop back to... Let's go to the other boss area. That would seem a good idea. Where else could it go? It's not like it's got any legs. Well, not yet. But we have seen that things tend to mutate. Anyway, how do I know it wasn't content down there? I mean, I imagine it has a big imagination. Perhaps it was, you know, solving field equations down there or something and was very happy with itself. Up we go. Doesn't that look goofy? Okay, one more lift to take. I assume this is a boss area. I mean, it had all the telltale signs of being a boss area, but we've not actually poked our head in to verify that it is. So here we go. We saw this lady that was having a less than stellar day by the looks of things. That's a rough. I mean, they used to wear those around Tudor times, I believe. I'm not sure the dress is very Tudor, though. May the good blood guide your way. And she was looking at this building, and I assumed this was probably going to lead us to a boss area. Time for execution. Up we go. I have no idea what we're going to find here. Okay. Okay. So these were all... These must have all been students of the School of Mensis. One of them looks quite a lot younger than the rest, by the looks of things. Actually, more than one. But what does it mean if they're dead here? Because when we defeated... Oh, what was his name? I've forgotten his name. The scholar that kept running away from us. When we defeated him, he was complaining about the fact that he was going to forget everything when he woke up. But someone else pointed out that we only got here in the first place because we found his dead body. So clearly they can exist in the dream after their body has died in the real world. And also relevant is the fact that the manifestation of his body in this nightmare vanished. It ceased to exist once we defeated him. So what does it mean for them to be a dead body in here? Maybe these aren't students of Mensis at all. Maybe these are just the representation thereof as manifested in this nightmare. Michaelash, thank you. Remember nightmare. Remember sobbing. May the good blood guide your way. Well, this looks like a boss arena if I've ever seen a boss arena. Oh, that's a cradle, isn't it? I don't like this. Wait, you ran over there and you died? You got close and then you died. Did we get close to the cradle and a giant tentacle appears out of it or something? Perhaps they're dreaming. Maybe they're the architects. Well, if they're dreaming, I wouldn't expect them to be dead in the dream. Oh, the sound of all the bones. I don't trust this. So this is an infant great one, is it? Okay. And who may you be? Interesting. You're invisible, but your clothes aren't? Murgo's wet nurse. Interesting. This music, the little music box in the background. Where did the little tyke go? Are they inside the wet nurse right now? I don't know what you've done, but I don't like it. I don't think they can be parried. That's what I was trying to test there. If you can't be parried, I'm better off in whip mode for the extra range. Okay. Oh, this is giving me Dark Lurker vibes. You better not fly into the air and start shooting laser beams at us. Then again, that was the opening on the Dark Lurker. That we wanted that to happen. It was the fireballs and the dark balls that were the problem. I got greedy. I should have gone for one attack, not two. Oh, I missed. Missed again. It would be bad if he split in two like the Dark Lurker. I think it's a she. Given that they're a wet nurse, something like that would be bad indeed. Dead asleep. Yeah, sleeping like the dead. I can't tell how well or badly this is going. So far it's been very slow. I think they are just about winning so far. But only just. Ow. Yeah, they're winning. I'm losing blood vials faster than they're losing health. Oh, you got me. I didn't realise you could go in for a third. I've probably lost this, to be honest. Oh well, if that's the case, let's charge. I don't know, I've evened it up a lot. Why am I still locked on over there if there's other ones attacking me? Ow. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to attack while that mist is up. I still think I'm gonna lose here. Oh, where have you gone? Charge! Oops. Charge! And I'm down. That was good though. We learnt quite a lot. I think we'll probably get them. Well, I don't know. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. I think there's a moderate chance we'll get them this time. Then again, it may end up being another Dark Souls or Souls-like classic where I do really quite well the first time and then can't reproduce it. It seemed like the rushing strategy was the right strat though. It seemed like if I find the right opening, the amount of damage I can do is much more than the damage that's actually done to me. Classic. I like the fact that the door tries to shut. I was complaining about that lift in Dark Souls 2 taking forever, and I do think that it took longer than any one of these lifts here. But actually, all 3 lifts together here do take longer, I think. Oops. Still don't really understand why there's that ghostly woman there. I think there's a closer lantern. Is there? Is there a closer lantern that doesn't require me to go through enemies though? Down here. Down here? I'm not seeing one. Door? Was there a door? That's a window. That's a window. That's a window. That's a window. With lights. Did you end up beating Eileen's quest? I did, Avon. With lights. Oh, here? That's how we got in here. That's the lift. Oh dear. Let's go. I think I remembered to equip the rune. It's possible I didn't. Next time I die, I'll have to check. Not a good start. Yeah, she struggles with attacks from behind. I mean, I wouldn't say she's defenseless against them or anything, but she has a lot more difficulty dealing with it. Ow. Very nice. Ow! I need to choose when I rush in much more carefully. Now would be a good time. Ah! How are you, Avon, anyway? Oh my goodness. Oh, there's my blood echoes. We're definitely doing a lot better than we were last time. Today's been pretty good overall. How about you? I'm surviving. Thank you for asking. Oh, here we go. No, never mind. That wasn't what I thought they were going to do. Back off. Oh, no, never mind. Now's the time to attack. No! Oh, I thought we had it. Murgo's wet nurse. Murgo's loft. Murgo is the baby. Murgo is the great one that's just been born. Anything in particular, or just one of those days? I don't have great mental health at the moment. So it's an ongoing thing I struggle with. Did anyone tell you that you can jump off the lift into the broken window if you didn't realise that yourself? I've already gone past the winter lanterns, and that's how I ended up bringing the brain down. I get that. Sending virtual hugs in hopes that things get better. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think things are getting better slowly. It's just taking a very long time. Forgot what was actually there. Yeah, I seem to have a vague recollection that there was some really good loot there. Was that where I got the item that let me upgrade my threaded cane to level 10? It might have been. On the ghostly woman thing, have you taken the time to look at where the blood is coming from? Her abdomen. It's coming from her abdomen. It hasn't gone, it hasn't escaped me that could be evidence of some sort of caesarean section, which, is a disturbing thought. Blood stain on white dress, no wonder she is unhappy. This is true. Very good point. She's trying not to expose her back to me, but she'll have to do it eventually. First time using a blood vial this fight, and they're already under half health, the boss. So I'd say this is going much better than our previous attempts. I mean, I don't want to call it too early. I could still muck up and we die. That's very much a possibility. Ow. She made the mistake of exposing her back to me again. I keep hearing a baby. That'll be Murgo. The baby great one. Ow. Oh, is this where I get the final third umbilical cord? This was going very well, but suddenly I seem to be doing worse. Come on! No! We were very lucky to get a second and third. Yes! I was going to say, in the same purple fog event, to manage to attack Murgo's wet nurse twice. Oh my goodness. Now, why would a lady with a slit open abdomen be crying in a building where a baby is being kept prisoner? She was present during the post-rom cutscene too. Oh, I didn't realise that. I like her knives. Nightmare slain. And we have a third umbilical cord. Wait, what happened to the Murgo though? I don't hear Murgo anymore. Oh, infant, but have mercy, infant. Yes, I thought you would like the knives, Pikachu. That does... That's very, on brand. No comment on the umbilical cord. The boss would be more interesting if you couldn't just wait out the darkness and clone. Yeah, I suppose so. Good game, congrats. Oh, poor Murgo didn't make it. Poor Murgo. I didn't do anything though, did I? I don't think I did. So is this basically the world saved? Was it the birth of this great one that was like the main event of this this Red Moon nightmare situation? I have good news and I have bad news. Okay. Never mind. Well then. Yes and no. Nope, she doesn't appear to still be crying. I get the impression that while she may not be happy with what happened, she's at least at rest, at least at peace with it. Right, let's head back to the Hunter's Dream. Do you want answers through just speculating? Generally, I'm just speculating. I've forgotten the context of that precise question, but usually when I say, I wonder if, etc., I'm just... This is suboptimal. Usually I'm just speculating. We haven't seen what's his name in a while, have we? Gehrman, was it? Hold on, this is made from stone. I appreciate how the doors could be on fire, but most of this is stone that's on fire. This raises quite a few questions. Warning, do not talk to the man in the dream if you don't want to end the game. Thank you. I'll tell them not to employ that cheap electrician. Read the chat. Will you be streaming for a bit longer? A little bit. I'm not sure exactly how long, but a little bit. This is new. Is the read the chat just a reference to the do not talk to the man in the dream? Or was there something else that I missed? Incidentally, it hasn't escaped my notice that we couldn't get through here before. For a long time, that gate was shut, and if we tried to activate it, it would... I've forgotten what the message was, but there was some sort of message about... this will be the man in the wheelchair in the dream that I'm not supposed to speak to. Is that Gehrman? I think it is. But yeah, for a long time we couldn't get in here. We were told that the way was blocked. Turn back! Do you have the eyeball? I do have the eyeball. For the DLC, you mean? Yes, I've forgotten where it turns up. The bloodshot eye of a old hunter or something? Eye of a blood-drunk hunter, that was it. The eye of a blood-drunk hunter. Oh, blimey, look at that pupil. Its pupil is collapsed and turned to mush, indicating the onset of the scourge of beasts. Hunter who goes drunk with blood is said to be taken by the nightmare, destined to wander forever, engaged in an endless hunt. It is a fate that no human can escape. Yep, that's Gehrman. You seem very excited. Because it's DLC time! In order to benefit from the umbilical cords, you have to actually use them. Yep, I know. That was the other thing I was about to say. We've got those 3 umbilical cords. Now's the time. Bottoms up. Hang on. Before I do that, I should read each of their descriptions. Because I've got a feeling they actually have different descriptions, although I may be mistaken about that. A great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Used to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. Provost Wilhelm sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one. By lining his brain with eyes, the only choice he knew, if man were to ever match their greatness. Every great one loses... Oh, is that the same as the first one? That is the same as the first one, I think. Oh no, it's slightly different. Every great one loses a child and then yearns for a surrogate. This cord granted Mensis audience with Murgo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. What? The cord granted Mensis, that's the school of Mensis, audience with Murgo, but I thought Murgo was the child, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. Don't follow that. Used to gain insight, and so they say eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that entails. Right, now's the time. Bottoms up, everybody. Yes. No sign of eyes on the inside yet. Oh wow, I actually got quite a lot of insight from that. Is there an insight cap? Before I pop another one of those, is there an insight cap in this game? Because I don't want to waste a bunch of insight. Umbilical cord, yum yum, exactly. 99. Right, how much? I should have made a note. Was that 9 insight I just got? Squish. How much insight was I getting from that third umbilical cord? Do we know? I just want to verify I'm not about to go over the limit. I will pop them all. I'm thinking if I'm about to go over the insight limit, I may as well spend the excess insight. Assuming the shop's still there. I assume the shop's still there. I think it's... Oh, is it only 3? Fair enough. Oh, I must have got a load from the encounter with Murgo's wet nurse, of course. Alright, bottoms up number 2. Yep, it is only 3. Still no sign of any eyes. Time for the last one, I guess. Alright, here we go. Third one. Bottoms up the last time. Very nice. Still no sign of any third eyes. It's third eyes? Eyes on the inside, I meant to say. Shopping is having a fire sale. Everything must go. Going out of business sale. Don't go that way, though. Is there going to be a problem if I even enter the area down here now that I've had the third eyes? The effect the umbilical cords have only really shows up if we refuse to leave the dream. When you say refuse to leave the dream, I take it you mean if I were to speak to Gehrman. Would you like to know where the DLC is? Oh, I should know this. I don't know why I should know this, but wasn't I told to turn up somewhere? I'm trying to remember where it was. There's some sort of beast that's going to grab me and take me somewhere. Was it near the church ward? If you were going to do the DLC, assuming you haven't already, then you should do it first. Yeah, I mean refuse to leave the dream. Take that as you will. Or do you want to puzzle it out? I don't particularly want to puzzle it out because I feel like I already knew. Admittedly, I don't think I was spoiled. I think I was told in game to turn up at a particular location. But I've forgotten when and how that happened. But it was outside some area, wasn't it? There was going to be a beast waiting for me that would take me to the DLC. Yeah, you may as well just tell me. Just outside Odin Chapel. Thank you. I'm fairly certain I have actually already found that out legitimately. Or is it Odin Chapel? I've forgotten. I can see Tomb of Odin, but that's not Odin Chapel. You are correct. Cathedral Ward. Oh, okay. My brain is frantically trying to remember which one Odin Chapel was. Odin Chapel wasn't the one with the that creature that ate us, is it? Was Odin Chapel the one where we met that cleric figure who we agreed to an alliance with and then never saw again? I think it might have been. Cathedral Ward Lantern, left door. Copy paste of something I typed earlier because I'm not sure if you saw it. Back on the Murgo and crying woman thing. Most of the lore for either of them that you haven't come across already is in the Chalice dungeons. You won't run across a lot of it otherwise. I see. Your avatar is so happy. Oh, my, Mr. Philby. Yeah. He can be sad. Oh, you actually made it back. I know you disappeared, and I forgot there was some sort of message that said, you know, got out for a bit. And I assumed that, knowing FromSoft, that was the last we'd see you. Anyway, yeah, let me see. I should be able to be sad. Is that sad? Would you like the flavor text for the fourth umbilical cord? Flavor? What flavor is it? Yeah, why not? Looks more contemplative to me. Maybe I need to work on calibrating the VTuber model a bit more. And practicing. I know the mouth syncing isn't what it should be, and I don't know what to do about that, I will be honest. I've been wanting to fix the mouth sync ever since I started VTubing. Anyway.
Ah, welcome home, dear.
Thank you.
You've been very, very patient.
Well, busy.
This will help you forget. Forget your troubles. Forget your cares.
Thank you. I have my share of woes. Okay, I think we've got all the sedatives we're getting. Right, sorry. Odin Chapel. Every Great One loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate, and Odin, the formless Great One, is no different. To think it was corrupted blood that began this eldritch liaison. Interesting. The mild jank gives it a bit of extra character. Yeah, but I do worry that some people may be put off. They may start watching the stream and then see the bit of jank and not want to, well, just be put off. I don't know. To think, when I first came here, these were actually level appropriate enemies that were giving us some difficulty. Referencing to your model. Gone too far. Back outside the chapel door, near tree. Oh, okay. Oh! Well, that's new. Is that the thing that's been creating the weird force field? No, a black hole, sorry, thing over here? Yes. Well, that's what 94 insight will do for you. Not this way. Why have you not leveled with those echoes? That's a good point. That's a very good point. It has always been there, yes. Sorry, you were saying something about just outside the door. Yep. 116,242. Where was it you explicitly said where I should be going? Gone too far. Back outside. Chapel door. Near tree. Near tree? Let it grab you for the DLC. Oh, okay. Is this grabbing? It just killed me last time. Hang on. Alright, we are actually going to spend these. Since there's a danger I die here, I probably won't, but since there is a danger, we will actually jump back to the Hunter's Dream, spend the Blood Echoes while we have them, and then we'll go for the DLC. Not that tree, the one with the candles. And then go level. I'll level now quickly. Possibly I shouldn't have skipped that.
Very well, let me.
I assumed it was a normal dialogue, but it wasn't. Yep, give me all the vitality, please. Thank you.
Farewell, good hunter.
Farewell. Right, back to the church ward. Let's get ourselves eaten. This DLC is more fun than the DS2 ones, in my opinion. Interesting. Looking forward to it, if that's the case. No sarcasm. So you say there's a tree with some candles, a sort of Christmas tree, is it? Matter of opinion. I only killed you previously due to low life plus frenzy protection. You can survive without the DLC item. Does that mean that you could go to the DLC area without the DLC item? Didn't there used to be enemies around here that we haven't seen in a long time? Also, why was there a body there with sedatives on it? Hang on. That wasn't there before. Oh. It's the poor old woman. Yep. Okay, that didn't go well. You'll not be teleported to the DLC without the item. Okay. You run past it. Step by tree. Yep, sorry. This tree? Here. Presumably. Oh, granny, indeed. Here we go. Hello there. How are you today? Ow.
Curse their fiends, their children too. And their children forever true.
Little unkind? What happened to us, though? We're not in their hand anymore. Cathedral Ward's enemies change between sunset, nighttime, and blood moon. Oh, I see. Where are we? Hunter's Nightmare. So like the Hunter's Dream, but worse, presumably. Well, there's a lamp here. It would be rude not to use it. Or not to light it. So this is where hunters that get afflicted with the beast curse go, was it? They end up hunting here forever? But I'm not afflicted with the beast curse, or am I? It does not open from this side. The curse was brought upon the hunters by the hunters. Deliberately? The DLC is relatively hard compared to the base game. HF? What's HF? Oh, have fun. Probably. No, you're a statue, you're not an enemy. To be fair, this is supposed to be a nightmare for hunters. Mayhaps, but you possess the eye of the who has succumbed to beasthood. Oh, you possess the eye of one who has succumbed to beasthood, I see. They're all hunters here, aren't they? This place is not going to be fun. Do they stay dead at least? Ah. Right, it's rather important to me to know whether they respawn or not. Ooh. More upgrade items. They do not. Okay. That saves me a trip back. Wow. No, this nightmare hides the original sin of the healing church. Ow! Old hunter's gloves. The original sin, you say? Was that also linked to gaining knowledge they weren't supposed to have? Just as it was with Adam and Eve? Oh, they do not stay dead. They're your forever friends. Ah. Right. Well, to be fair, I don't stay dead either, so I guess I have no right to complain. I wonder where this is supposed to be, if anywhere. And I have to say, so far this doesn't seem like much of a nightmare for a hunter. I mean, it may be suboptimal for a hunter, but to hunt beasts for all eternity doesn't seem too bad for someone that's spent their entire life hunting beasts. Then again, how many people would like to die and then find themselves doing their day job literally for all eternity without rest? They're not terrible to avoid once you know the routes. Welcome back. Ah. Are you hiding from the light? This could be a problem. Will I see anyone I know here? Anyone that I defeated previously? They may get the better of me, to be honest. Good. I got the visceral I was hoping for. I'm lucky I survived that. Hunters are no jokes. Or no joke, rather. Madman's knowledge. A hunter is never alone, therefore beware of hunter. Madman's knowledge. Blood vials. Blood vials. The game's been very generous to give us blood vials, but I have to say, these aren't going to respawn, so it's only really helpful for one attempt at progressing through here. Reminiscent of Hidden Path, but turn back. Okay. Oh no, that's curious. Despicable trap, time for hunting. I wonder if that was actually a trap before I rolled into it and destroyed it. Something's definitely up there. Oh, hello there. Oh no, they may actually have me here. Ow. Well, those dogs were a bit of trouble, but we survived. Hello there. There we go. Took me a few more silver bullets than it probably should have done. But victory was mine. Blood vial. How did I get down there without jumping down, or is that the general idea? Unclear. Wondrous church. Ow. Got ya. Oh, I didn't know this was here. Is this going to lead to one of the shortcuts? Possibly. Beware of hound. Good advice. Lots of items scattered about, isn't there? That's a roof, isn't it? That we're walking on now. There's a building that's been encased. And what's going on here? That looks like rock, but look at the way it's formed. That almost looks like a fossilized creature or something. Although fossils don't usually look like that. Like, I suppose what I mean more is a petrified creature. Very odd. Hey Dark Queen, it's lovely to see you. I'm surviving. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? You must accept nightmare. Interesting. Glad to hear it. Well, this is interesting. Ah. I think there's a mechanism over there. I could be wrong. Is there a lever there? Maybe there's not, actually. Right, is this gonna open up a door? No, I don't think it is. Huh. I thought that may have led to a shortcut, but it doesn't. What was the prompt there? I don't see the prompt anymore. That was odd. Wait. Ah, here. Reeks of hunters. Okay. I'll take my leave now. Have a day, y'all. See you, Tato. Thank you for dropping by. I do appreciate it. Old hunter cap. It's a nightmare. You can't apply geologic to it. Well, that won't stop me from trying. No way through there. Which way did I originally go? This is the way I came from, right? I'm not losing my mind. Yeah, this is the way we came from. What's that? A moat Pikachu? Pikachu-chin. Yeah, I went back to the start and I've actually forgotten... Is this the start? In short, yes. I'm lost. Return to Hunter's Dream. This is the start. I went through here. You have been in a circle. You went up the right side. I did go up this way. For your information, a lot of the stuff in this nightmare will make a lot more sense if you keep an eye on the Healing Church and Old Hunter's Law. Oh, this is where I went. Thank you. Yeah, can't say I've been keeping up on that as much as I mean, it's not that I'm not interested in the lore, I am, it's just... I just haven't come across a lot of it. It's also not obvious to me to check every item's description. Like, I'm used to lore... I come from playing games like The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, where a lot of the lore will either be in dialogue or in books, and they have actual, you know, like short stories in books that you read. The lore in Bloodborne seems a lot more sparse than that. Right, I I guess I jump down here carefully? Or roll? Yep, that seems to be progress. It's almost like petrified tentacles, isn't it? Wish me luck. I'm amazed they weren't alerted. He doesn't sound completely happy, does he? Want a quick and vague rundown? Oh, uh-oh. Sorry, I thought I'd already defeated him. There we go. What do I know so far? That would be a good question. What do I remember off the top of my head? Checking every item description is pretty much mandatory if you want lore in FromSoft games. I stopped trying after my first game. Yeah, and honestly, part of it is a user interface issue, isn't it? Like, if they actually provided all the lore, all the item descriptions in a easier to read fashion, it wouldn't be so onerous. Like, for example, they could provide you with one page which is all the items you have in your possession, the lore thereof, and they could go a step further and they could even, in some way, highlight things that they're confident you've read before and mark things you probably haven't read before differently. All those things would make it so much easier to just sit down and read the lore. Oh, hit and run. Interesting. So this was a bit of a dead end. Check. Oh, I've read that. Right, what do I know so far? I know the Healing Church is the centre of blood administration in Yarnum. I believe blood administration is where they inject people with beast blood. No mercy for hunters, therefore you must accept execution. From what I can tell, beast blood renders someone cursed so that they will eventually turn into a beast no matter what, but they can delay it for potentially a long period. Is there something very large up there? I think there is. But it also means they can do things like heal themselves using beast blood, which for someone that's doing something dangerous like being a hunter, that's extremely useful. I also know that there's this whole Wilhelm business, and that they've been trying to contact Great Ones in some way. I also believe that the hunters are in some way connected to the church. I'm not 100% sure how, but I think they might be an arm of the church, or were. Hey, Six-Pack Chewbacca. It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, birds. We've got the whole trying to gain more wisdom with more eyes situation going on. Which Wilhelm was very much about. That's about what I know. So what don't I know that I should know? Oh, blimey, that was a flaming boulder. There are some gaps there. Want me to fill those in? I'll stick to base game non-chalice info. Yes, please. Particularly things that I should know, but have somehow missed. Old Hunter's Garb. We nearly have a full set of Old Hunter's armour. I wonder if the Old Hunter's armour is actually better than what I'm wearing currently. No. The new stuff is better, except for in the categories of arcane and fire protection. Well, I guess that's why it's the new stuff. That's why they stopped wearing the old stuff. Now, I did see a big old boulder drop here. Oh, interesting. Okay, is that two hunters being... Oh my goodness. Getting destroyed, yes. This is pretty intimidating. I don't know what you just did there, but I didn't appreciate it. You've nearly defeated me. You have defeated me. Whatever that thing is, it's savage. Oh, the nice beard. You mean the squid tentacles? Good thing I unlocked this shortcut. Oh, you're back. I'm not happy about that. Good. I forgot they were even there, if I'm honest. Ow. Oh. I wonder how I get up there. Oh, by dropping from there. I see. Are you writing up a lore dump, Avon? Oh, the dogs. Interesting. Yes, you were. Willem is part of Bergenworth College. His colleague, Lawrence, left Bergenworth sometime after the discovery of the old blood. Oh yeah, we saw a vision about that after we beat Amelia, didn't we? Which comes from the great ones like Murgo or Odin, and founded the Healing Church. Note that unlike Lawrence, Willem believed that the blood should only be used by those with eyes on the inside. Between Bergenworth and the Healing Church, which eventually became estranged, there are a lot of experiments using the old blood. Think the orphanage. Right, yes. this is ringing a bit of a bell now. That Bergenworth was a college, wasn't it? It was a place of learning. Not a religious institution. Although the orphanage was attached to the church, wasn't it? There were... Oh yeah, I've read all that. Part 2 incoming. Oh dear, do those two chaps up there... I haven't actually... I'm not actually close enough to see if they're ladies, either of them. Do they always end up fighting? Like, is their part in this nightmare constantly coming back to consciousness, going through that doorway and getting destroyed? Yep. Still got my blood echoes back, which is nice. You can be parried. I just haven't got the timing yet. Why was that not a parry? It must have had something to do with the stairs, surely. Not being on flat ground. I can't imagine what else would have caused it. I'd rather you didn't do that. There we go. Didn't quite do the trick, unfortunately. Ow. Do you mind not doing that? And I'm defeated again. Well, I've proven that it can be done. Just need to actually do it. What are you even wielding? That's not the threaded cane. It's like some sort of threaded saw. Job done. Weapon you got, which I mentioned in chat, the beast cutter. Oh! That's what that was. There it is, sorry, being blind. A trick weapon wielded by the old hunters. This thick iron cleaver slices through the toughest of beast hides. When transformed, the blade splits into sections, allowing one to lash it in the fashion of a heavy whip. This crude weapon relies on brute force and is regrettably inelegant, suggesting that the hunts of the earliest hunters made for horrific affairs, painted in sanguine blacks and reds. Well, I hardly think our, the later hunts we've been on have been, what you might consider elegant affairs. That's what we wanted. Very good. The Hunters came about as a faction when the side effects of the Old Blood, the Scourge of Beasts. So the Old Blood, that was the blood of the Great Ones, right? Discovery of the Old Blood, which comes from the Great Ones, right. The Hunters came about as a faction when the side effects of the Old Blood, the Scourge of Beasts, became known. There were some hunters present in the early days before Bergenworth and the Healing Church grew estranged, such as Gehrman, but they truly rose to prevalence when Ludwig founded a subfaction of hunters tied directly to the Healing Church. They would kill those who succumbed to beasthood, generally unaware of the true dangers of the blood from which they drew strength. Wait, so they were hunting down people that had been turned into beasts by the beast blood, but they were also using beast blood and were not aware of the dangers. Generally unaware... Oh yeah, I've read that. Lots of other horrific acts along the way for the hunters and the church, but that's the gist of it, and you really need to know pre-DLC. Well then. One of those hunters has got my blood echoes. I mean, it would make some sense if I ran up there with them and supported them. It would make life easier, but the thing is, letting them die like that means I get my blood echoes back very easily. Excellent. And again. I'm really struggling with this enemy. I'm determined to get them though. Hopefully there's a lamp in that building. It'd be a shame if I have to go to these lengths to get in there only to find that there's no checkpoint. Some knew, but overall the side effects were covered up by the church. How could they continue as a pure and holy institution if the general public knew that they were the problem? Well, presumably not all the beasts had been hunters. Were they applying blood administration to ordinary people? You know, you come to us with a particularly bad cold, and we prescribe you some beast blood. I like they use the same area as the base game here, but corrupted. I guess you could call it. Oh, I hadn't even noticed that. I was specifically looking out for that, but when I first got here, but I couldn't identify the location. You're outside the same place you got kidnapped from. Oh! That's the church ward then. Oh! Hang on, I shouldn't have done that. Because I haven't killed the enemies down here. Please stop it. I've made a poor decision here. Ow. Okay. Yes, I know where we are now. Yes, this is one of the shortcuts we unlocked. And this is the area where... Well, you usually come up here and there's two enemies, like one here and one there, isn't there? And so this must be the church where we fought Amelia. So Hemwick Charnel Lane would be to the left there, and the church with the creature that eats you would be to the right. I see. Oh, you survived. Anyone who sought healing from the healing church received blood treatment. So you're currently trying to get into the building Amelia was in. I see. I see on both counts. Thank you for my blood echoes back. I do appreciate it. No, let go of me. Let go of me now. I don't think I lost any insight, which is good. Yes! Defeated. Only 2,602 blood echoes, blimey. Oh, I didn't change my runes around, did I? I was going to change my runes around so that I have the better moon rune on. I'm still not entirely sure how you tell what moon rune is better than which other moon rune, because I haven't seen moon runes stating their... Oh, sorry, I haven't seen runes in general stating what level they are, I don't think. Like, I haven't seen, like, a clear lake rune +1, for example. But yeah, someone did tell me that the moon rune I picked up from the brain was better than the one I'm currently using, and I meant to change that around, but I forgot. When you did Dark Souls 1, did you happen to recognise anything about that game's DLC? I certainly noticed that Ulasil was just the forest where we fought Sif all over again. There wasn't a big staircase when we fought Amelia, was there? Or was there? There might have been, I've just forgotten. Okay. I guess there was. Fair enough. Good game. Thank you. What have I walked in on? Is this a boss fight? It would be kind of mean to have a mini boss just outside a boss fight area. Oh, it's reacting to me. It knows I'm here. When you look at a rune's image, the clearer and more intricate the design, the stronger the rune. Interesting. I see. So that communion rune's better than the other one. Oh yeah, it does say +3, +4. I see. Ah, but this one doesn't. More echoes from slain enemies, but, as you say, the design is more intricate. Right. Oh, I did put the hunter rune on. I do have that on. You're absolutely right. So there's no way I could tell, other than guessing, from the game itself that that's a better rune. Well, I suppose trying it out. Experimentation. DS1's DLC was in the past. It was indeed. And we slew... Oh, what was his name? Manus. And Princess Dusk made sure that what was his name took the credit. Arturius? When in fact Arturius had already died by our hand because he had become corrupted. He had become corrupted by Manus. And we saved a very young Sith who wasn't very big there, and they fought alongside us, defeating Manus. But then back in the future they didn't seem very understanding about our shared struggle in the past and fought us to the death. It's not a boss fight at the moment. Chair, dog, sleep. It wasn't Dusk, it was Elizabeth, the mushroom. Are you sure? I thought it was Princess Dusk. We met Elizabeth the mushroom as well. She was the one that told us to go after Princess Dusk. Interesting. Are you just relaxing in your throne? Eye pendant. What does one do with an eye pendant? And is it a key item? An eye pendant which unlocks a surgery altar. There are 2 cathedrals in the Hunter's Dream. One lies past the River of Blood, another contains the private research hall of the Healing Church. When you say the Hunter's Dream, do you mean the Hunter's Nightmare? Only chosen members of the Healing Church or their lamentable patients can enter the research hall using this eye. Grant eyes to the surgery altar skull. I don't know where these places are. Nor do I know if I'm supposed to be fighting this thing yet. It appears to be on fire. I get... it's a headless statue. Interesting. With bat wings. Which appears to be pouring something onto the beast. And there's a dead tree behind. This is very interesting. Can't get past here though. Another statue. Very interesting. Why were they giving us that item? Or have they just fallen asleep and we've stolen it from their hand? A little unclear. You saved Dusk, but Elizabeth made sure it was Arturius whose praises were sung so that we were never chased down by Anolundo for tampering with time. Oh, is that something that Anolundo does? Also, we didn't tamper with time. Manus did. They pulled us through a portal. Wasn't our fault. Besides, I became the Dark Lord. What were they gonna do? Ooh. River of Blood this way? He's passed out, but you need the item for later. Ah, River of Blood. Isn't that lovely? I guess this is symbolic of all the beasts that the hunters have slain. Oh, that appears to be a horse that's having a lesson. Fantastic day. Okay, I don't know what happened to that one, but I'm not complaining. Right, shouldn't have to deal with them again. Cozy place. Here, you mean? Or on the throne? No hunter yet, which makes us feel cozier. Ow. There's our hunter. Oh, you killed me. I don't appreciate that. Oh, what a pain. Do you think if I try and run past a bunch of the enemies, they'll leave me alone? I probably would eventually, but would I be able to safely get past them? I don't know. Maybe worth a go, though. Ow. Not going great so far. They may get distracted by the beasts, though. I was confused for a second when I hit that fence. Oh wait, this is the wrong place. Oh yeah, I seem to have got away with it. I don't think there's anyone still chasing me down. Right, gonna have to try and... try and get to those guns again. Ow, that really hurt. I think that gun got them the last time. Right, where are my blood echoes? That's what I want next. There they are. Right, let's try this again, but hopefully without the mistakes. Hello? Well, at least one of them has seen me. Come get me. Interesting, they have timed grenades. Blood now, did you say? Is that what this is? Some sort of... they become addicted to blood? And this is some sort of dream stroke nightmare where they can get... where they can treat their addiction forever. All they have to do is defeat the beasts. I assume it's regular beast blood that they're craving. Not like old blood. It's stated that the art of time manipulation is forbidden by the gods of Analondo. While they couldn't do anything by the time you were an adult, there would have been repercussions upon your younger self for future dealings with the past. And whether it was Manus who actually messed with time or not, Manus is dead. The one who killed him alive and a potential threat to the gods' rule. Yeah, we killed one of the gods, didn't we? And we didn't need to use time manipulation to make that happen. Delayed Molotov, that'll be the one. Oh! This looks very much like the starting area. But I'm pretty sure this was never a path we could take in the original, when we were, in the, what am I trying to say, the main dream of the game. Because this is where the bridge would have been. Where we fought the cleric beast. And this is where there would have been a wheelchair-bound enemy. Oh, for goodness sake, what a variation. Ow, that really hurt. I was thinking how strange it is that they weren't alive. Remember Secret? What secret? I have no idea what that is a reference to. So I think if we... Right, we used to be able to go in that direction, but we can't. That would have taken us in the direction where we met the old woman. This will be taking us in the direction of a lamp and Gilbert's house. Which should be here. Ow! Something tells me there's not going to be a lamp here. Is this a beast hunter? Is this a hunter that's turned into a beast? Oh my goodness, you are frankly as strong as a boss. You may not be a very strong boss for this point in the game, but I bet if we checked your stats, you would be more dangerous than the cleric beast was. No! Marked it up right at the end. If the gods knew that some human had time traveled to kill manners, they would have found when that human was born and murdered them as a child to prevent them from ever challenging Anor Londo. Is what I was trying to say with all that. Yeah. Although I don't think the game's lore... First of all, I thought it was dusk that... changed the legend, but you might be right. But aside from that, I thought the stated reason was to do honour to Knight Acharius. Like, what you've said all makes sense, but I don't remember that being the explanation in game. Although it could well be that there were multiple explanations given in game. And it could be my faulty memory at play. My memory's not very good. Ow. No, if you talk to Elizabeth after killing Manus, she'll tell you that she's changing the legend. Okay. Fair enough, I must have just... I'm sure I did speak to her. I must have just attributed it the wrong way round. It's true to say that Elizabeth would have also had to have gone along with that, but I thought Dusk knew that we'd rescued her. Come on, Hunter. Why is this Hunter not attacking these enemies? Job done. My memory could be just as faulty, but I do a lot of theorizing, so sometimes my brain will mesh cause and potential effect to invent new lore. It's just, maybe it was on the Archerius wiki page or something. I swear I read somewhere that it was Dusk that changed the legend. But you might be right. Dusk was under the impression that Archerius was the saviour. She'll mention as much in present-day Darkroot, though she'll remark that the player reminds her a bit of Artorias. Oh, could you meet Dusk post being saved? What triggers it? Not entirely sure. The beast-looking hunter seems to have around 25% more health than the cleric beast, if what I found is correct. She was at the Hydra's location. Oh! That was post-saving Princess Dusk, was it? That's when she, like, first appears. I see. Okay. You're probably right, then. Probably just my faulty memory at play. Wouldn't be the first time. And unfortunately, I doubt it'll be the last. Oh my goodness. I can't hit a single one of these. Hold on. Let's grab that back at least. Interesting that they didn't pick up my blood echoes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Firing hammer badge. Firing hammer badge? Isn't the hammer the part of the gun in like an old-fashioned revolver that would strike the... like the back of the bullet in the chamber? Where do badges go? Badge crafted by Otto Workshop, precursor to the workshop of the heretical powder kegs. The powder kegs are driven by singular ideas and crafted strange weapons of great intricacy. It's clear that the philosophy of the powder kegs was already established at this time. You have to click her summon sign. Yes, that was it. Key item. Elizabeth exact dialogue. I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead. No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on, for it shall be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us. Okay, so that... You are absolutely correct, and I am wrong. Thank you for looking that up. So this is just a dead end. No Gilbert. And no lamp. Oh, that's a pity. Oh well. You did get a boom hammer to answer your question, to your confusion regarding the firing hammer. A boom hammer? Oh, there. A trick weapon used by the old hunters and crafted by the workshop heretics of powder kegs. A giant hammer equipped with a miniature furnace. When ignited and fired, presumably that's a bit like the tonitrus where you have to charge it up, it emits a volley of flame that explodes furiously upon impact. Crush the beasts and burn them. The brute simplicity of the boom hammer was favoured by hunters with an acute distaste for beasts. Boom hammer. Good name. It is. Here's a description of Artorias' soul. Soul of Lord Gwyn's knight Artorias, who was consumed by the Abyss. The legend that Artorias repelled the Abyss only told half of the story. It seems it was defeated, and his honour preserved, by some unsung hero who was the victor over the Abyss. Right, okay, so at some point in my mind, Elizabeth got swapped with Dusk. Sorry about that. Blimey. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we should probably wrap up about there. It's 10 o'clock where I am. Let's load up this large hammer with an explosive and hit beasts. Nice thinking. Is there anyone I should be raiding right now? Let me check. Oh, Olivia's playing Ale and Tales with Swamp Sass and Jake Shuffle. Perhaps we will raid them. Oh, Tenten Carty is doing Elden Ring. And Art Dad is doing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Oh, blimey. 3 people I could and should be raiding. What does blimey mean? Okay. Good question. At face value, it is just a expression of surprise. Oh, blimey. But it is actually a minced oath. It is a corrupt... to be perfectly clear with you, I've looked up the etymology of this. I don't actually know how many people know what blimey... the history of blimey or not. It's just one of those terms people use. It's actually a minced oath. It is a corruption of God blind me, which is obviously blasphemy. I say obviously. It's not the sort of thing you It's not the sort of thing one should notionally go around saying. I don't actually know why they would have been saying God blind me. Maybe it was like a response to seeing something so shocking that, you know, oh, render me blind or something. I don't know. But yeah, people nowadays just use it. But to be honest, it's probably a term... People swear so much nowadays that it's probably not a term that gets used so much. But at least up until recently, it was a term that was used a lot. And as I say, would generally just be seen as expressing surprise. Looks like people took Artie Boy's soul description to be cause instead of effect. When Elizabeth tells us that the reason she keeps our involvement a secret because we're from the future, it's not really anyone's fault. Eerie means... Eerie, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, sorry. I'm not reading properly. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, yep. There's a lot of words people use without knowing the history of them. Another one that surprised me when I looked up the etymology of it is gadzooks. You've probably heard people saying gadzooks, particularly in like particularly mild-mannered early American cartoons like Scooby-Doo or in comic books and so on. Gadzooks is also a minced oath. A minced oath. It is a corruption of God's hooks. And that is a reference to the nails that were used to crucify Jesus. Why someone would choose to exclaim that, I'm not sure. But there you go. Can't say I've heard the word. Mind spelling it? What, gadzooks? I'm not oh, there we go. Pikachu's already done it. Only in old cartoons. Sounds like you need a nap. Well, I'll get sleep at some point. Yes, who shall we raid? Let's raid 1010 Carty, I think. The game she's playing is most similar to the game I've been playing. And I was just thinking just the other day that I hadn't seen her streaming for a short while. That doesn't mean she wasn't streaming, just I hadn't seen her streaming. So I think we'll give her a raid. Upcoming streams. Let's see, what day of the week is it? It's Friday, isn't it? So next stream is going to be tomorrow. And that's going to be more of the Talos Principle 2. Monday is going to be Dark Souls 2. Tuesday is going to be more Bloodborne. Wednesday is going to be more of the Talos Principle 2. Thursday, more Dark Souls 2. Friday will hopefully be more It Takes Two with Pikachu followed by Bloodborne. And then by then that's the next Saturday, which of course will be back round to the Talos Principle 2. So, oh, I have new people to thank for following me, don't I? But I've already set up the raid. I'll add them probably after I've raided, I think. Oh no, I'll do the polite thing. I'll add them now. I really should be thanking them while I'm still live, shouldn't I? So let me thank them quickly. Who do we have? Let's see. Digital Grey Wolf was the last person. Oh, blimey, we actually do have quite a few people to thank. So thank you, a big thank you to Slice of Pie for the follow. A big thank you to Manipulate Everything for the follow. I appreciate it. Big thank you to Walltop for the follow. I appreciate it. And a big thank you to Isaac All Edit. Lots of two. There is a lot of twos. Have an excellent day. Still sending those virtual hugs. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your streaming. Have a good evening. Thank you, and I hope you have a good evening as well. Right, where's 1010 Carty? Let me set up that raid again. Yep, and now we've got the 10 seconds to wait. So thank you to... Oh yeah, if my streaming schedule should change, I'll announce it on social media, which currently means X, formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky, Mastodon, and Meta Threads. And I would also announce it on our Discord server. And thank you to everybody that kept me company in chat. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that lurked. I appreciate each and every one of you. Right, let's raid.